In our previous video, we talked about how to politely say no to commissions. In this video, we will discuss when and how to say the big yes to commissioned work.
Some of the benefits of taking commissioned work is that it's paid work. It's an opportunity to develop a more meaningful relationship with the client. Commission work can push your boundaries and allow you to develop new ideas and themes.
I'm Scarlett Pons. I'm a potter and the owner of Scarlett Wares, where I design and make ceramic items for the home.
And I'm Gabriel Pons, a painter and muralist. Together we own Pawn Shop Studio. We don't buy gold or guns, we sell art. Through our storefront, we carry the work of emerging creatives who are embarking on their journey of working as full-time artists.
If you're an artist, maker, emerging or aspiring artist, subscribe and hit that notification button so that you will know when our next tip comes out to propel you on the road to becoming a full-time artist.
And as you're watching, please let us know if you find our tips helpful. Share your stories and leave us your comments, and we will be sure to answer any questions.
So let's get started. When a client approaches us for a commission item, we say yes when these three criteria are met and only when they're met.
Number one, the client has an understanding and appreciation of my style. They are not asking me to create something that is well outside the bounds of what I'm currently creating.
Number two, it's a reasonable deadline. For example, they don't start the conversation with, "I need this immediately."
And number three, most importantly, does this project interest me? Some of my favorite commissions were ones that pushed me to learn more about the subject matter and were inspiring from the start.
If these three tips have already helped you, be sure to subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment and ask us your commissioned work questions. We would love to try to answer them for you.
Now, from our experience, this is the sequence that we use to ensure a successful commission project.
Number one, start with an interview. This can be in person, a phone call, or a Zoom call, depending on the situation. Take great notes because your contract will be based on this conversation. Now, I prefer meeting in person because this allows me to quickly accomplish the following. I can get a feel for my client's needs and understand their expectations.
During this time, lay out the scope of the work, the materials, the size, theme, quantity, and price. Also, are there any shipping logistics and costs? What will be the project's start date and the deadline?
Include any specifics for a client review. For example, sharing your work in progress throughout. After this first interview comes the contract. You want this in writing. Everything we discussed in the interview should be included in the contract.
Your contract should also include a clause regarding revisions and changes. State what this is. Make it explicit that any design changes requested by the client that come up during the course of the project that are outside the original scope will have additional fees. I charge an hourly fee for additional work and require the approval of the client before proceeding.
Now, once the contract is agreed upon, it's customary to have the customer pay a non-refundable down payment or deposit. This can be anything from up to 50% of the project's total fee. And once the down payment is received, this is your green light to start and create.
Now, we recommend that you communicate with your client all along the way at key points, from design sketch to laying down paint to when items are heading into the kiln. Share your process. Keeping your client in the loop will assure them that you're making progress.
Finally, when we reach the end of the project, we let clients know that payment is due upon completion.
Before you hand over the commission piece, be sure to take portfolio photos so that you can share with potential future clients.
Now, if you found this video helpful, subscribe, hit that notification button so that you'll know when our next video comes out, and leave us a comment. We love hearing from you all.
Stay creative and don't give up. The world needs more artists.